Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Media Podcast. Today, we're joined by the usual gang. We got Alex over here, we got Jamie, and we got myself, James, the host of the show. And today we are joined by a bit of Don Papa.
Welcome, Don Papa. As the
Don Papa to the cast. It's quite nice. It's quite smoky. Good time. So how are we doing today, boys?
Oh, you know.
Just a bit Don Papa in the air, sprucing up the evening.
Yeah. Giving us the vibes to thank the patrons over at Patreon for supporting the show, keeping it real.
Make the audio versions possible and get their names read out in the first week of each month. And the occasional early video, like the RIPD video Jim and I did.
Rip D, yeah.
That was the first Jar video Jim edited.
It was, yeah. Did you notice?
Did you notice? I need to ask you guys a question. Am I saying Portii too much?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't mean on the podcast. I mean outside of it.
You don't say it outside of the podcast.
He does.
Well, no, I purposefully try not to say it on the podcast because there are certain things that even I know they're just too far. They're just pushing it too far, right?
You think you could go too far with Portii pretty easily? Do you reckon?
So easily.
Really, you could run it into the ground. How fast? How many episodes would it take?
I could do it in one episode. I don't remember. No, that episode we recorded that never went live that had the screaming thing.
Which one?
During that era where it was like my thing to go all the time.
The worst episode you've ever made.
Nah, that was still better than the curry episode.
No, but the thing is, the curry episode went live. That one never got... It was that bad, we never bothered to make it.
No, but that's because we actually had standards at that point. Like, the curry episode, there were not standards.
True.
But yeah, for those who don't know what I'm saying Portii. It's just absurd, like, word. It doesn't mean anything.
It does.
Is it Portii?
Like Portii voi.
It's
No,
Portii.
but if you were to spell out Portii voi, would it be Portii space I space voi? Or is it Portii?
How do you spell
No, it's Portii voi. Portii. Fuck. It's Portii.
Porty. Porty.
Portii. That could be a thing. Like when you got like a sty, you've got Portii. It's got actual uses.
Oh, so it's like
Gunkai.
Jack Portii.
Jack Septic Portii. Is it like what's Cockney slang?
No, it's not coffee.
No, there's not that. There's not enough. There's not enough.
I've now got
logic to it. Yeah.
Seems more like a Welsh thing, if anything.
Welsh.
Well, the Welsh listeners, if they could leave their feedback on Portii.
Yeah. Well, I for one think you don't say it too much. I'm happy with the amount of Portii that we're getting.
Okay. So I'm not going to take that as permission to use it like just crazy now.
No, you should, because then you'll never say it again.
No, I'm trying a new tact. Instead of just going overboard with the new thing that's on my mind, I'm just going to see how long I can keep it reserved instead of just leaning into too much, too fast, you know? Mm-hmm. Like what happened with the fate of the... Even though I've still got a soft spot for that.
Is Boosie a thing as well?
Boosie?
Booty voi.
No, not Booty, Boosie.
Actually, I think this whole segment is fucked because I think it's Boosie.
You say
it's not but I've never heard you say that.
No, I remember we were playing Apex. Alex was playing his Caustic.
You're playing Apex.
And he did an impression of Caustic, and he was like, "I see a Boosie enemy over there."
Yeah, no, it's actually Boosie. It's not whatever I said.
Portii. Portii is a thing, though.
No, you've said Portii before. That's already a thing.
No, Portii Alex says a lot, but he also says Boosie.
I've never heard him say that. You're just trying to gaslight me into believing that
No,
this
he
is an
does say
actual thing.
bucei.
I wouldn't know. You don't invite me to Apex.
It's not true. I definitely say it when you're there.
No, I've never heard you say
No,
it.
but you just don't
were
react.
there. Yeah, it's just like Alex's normal vocabulary. It doesn't. It's not picked
It's
up
so
by your
common
radar.
that it just gets ignored by everyone.
Yeah. No, like Alex is actually like with this new tact of not just going overboard with it. You've managed to make it so it's just like ordinary.
He didn't even notice this one.
Yeah, he doesn't even know
I've done it.
Bucei has been in the works for a long time. You've been saying bucei for quite a while.
I know. I think you're gaslighting me.
No, this is real.
I've been saying bucei for so many
He's been
weeks.
saying bucei for a long, long time. I wouldn't even
Then
say
why
so
is
many
it-
weeks. It's
Why
been
is this
months.
the first time I fucking heard it?
I don't
Because
know,
I was bringing it up to say, am I doing it too much? Out of fear of me actually doing it too much, when the opposite is true.
Yeah, clearly you're not doing it enough. If it's not pissing James off, then you're not doing it right.
That's normally the indicator if I know I have a good one.
Mm.
No, you can't just base everything off my reaction to it. That's not healthy for me.
Let's do some housekeeping, because this is going to be a chunky housekeeping segment. Sometimes I like it a bit shorter, but there was just too much stuffed into that last episode for us to not address a couple of things that are in there. Like the first one from Matthew Edge, who jumped in on the sleep paralysis discussion, which got loads of good feedback, actually. He goes on to say, I found the sleep paralysis discussion in this cast very interesting. I experienced it twice in my life, both times only a few months apart. The first time, I saw my bedroom door open and a completely black silhouette standing in my hallway. Excuse me. Slowly walking closer for a few minutes until I woke up. The second time, I saw a corpse of a girl hanging from the ceiling at the foot of my bed. Both times I couldn't move or scream, which just came out as a weird muffled moan. They only lasted a few minutes, but in the moment they were really fucking creepy. Both times were during a period when I was really depressed and under exam stress, so I guess that's probably what caused it, lol. Yeah, there are a few comments like that, and a few maybe addressing the origins of this whole dream thing and where this comes from a little bit. Like Grime Doc left a comment saying, in regards to why we sleep and why we dream, I remember a few years back hearing a justification, although I can't recall the source. Apparently during the REM cycle of sleep, our brain secretes a substance that is required to maintain functioning. But what really interested me about this is that scientists theorized that this substance is so powerful that it can cause hallucinations. Essentially, our dreams may just be a side effect, akin to a drug trip, which can make our dreams sound more meaningless, but I assume, like actual drug trips, these hazy hallucinations probably draw something from our subconscious to manifest the crazy shit we can somewhat resonate with.
Makes sense. It's just with stuff like that, I think there's so many theories on why things happen, especially with sleep, that it's like there's nothing concrete because of how complex the brain is. But that would make sense to me, because I think, the fact that we are, just the brain in general, and the fact that we sleep the way we do, and it's fucking mind blowing. So
how does that make you
anything's
feel?
possible.
The concept of it being a side effect almost to like a chemical reaction.
It makes it kind of lamer. If it's just like...
It's like explaining the Reapers in Mass Effect. They get less and less mysterious and powerful,
Yeah, and honestly, the fact that we know, like, dogs dream, that kind of lessens the impact of dreams.
But what if their dreams are also crazy and awesome?
I would imagine a dog dream. Like, if we ever get the technology to, like, project a
Like
dog's
watch dreams or something.
Yeah, to watch dreams, like, on a screen, and we can watch our dog's dreams. I bet they're wild. I bet they're insane.
Or they're like normal. They're just their lives. They just go, they sleep.
No, but, like,
and they dream.
when you see a dog dreaming, like having a hardcore dream, it looks intense.
They're fucking sprinting on the floor. They're like
Yeah,
fucking
they're-
eyelids twitching, their mouths going crazy.
Yeah, and they're making weird noises and shit.
Liam Talentio said, as someone who has experienced sleep paralysis many times in the past, I've never really had a sleep paralysis demon. I've had a few times where I've heard a creepy sounding voice speak to me, but mostly my experiences are something like where I'd feel my body moving and getting up from bed while my eyes are frozen, looking at the same spot as if I'm lagging out while my body feels like it's moving, but isn't. Or most of the time I feel completely frozen and I'm only able to move my toes and I feel like I'm suffocating, almost similar to when I have a panic attack or something. I found that the main cause of it for me is a combination of dehydration and poor sleep schedule, so I've started drinking a lot more water and sleeping at better times and have not experienced it recently because of that. So maybe it's just general stress is a trigger.
That's surprising though, dehydration.
I think it varies for every person, because prior to like Christmas, I was pretty much dehydrated every single day because I had such little water intake, and it's not something I ever experienced as a result. So I think it's just, you won't know what could cause it until it happens.
Yeah.
And when it happens frequently enough where you can notice a pattern. It's just,
I've definitely been like
any...
dehydrated before.
Normally I'll just get like a calf cramp or something.
Yeah, it's normally a cramp I'll get in the night or something if I've been drinking or whatever and I'm dehydrated. But
I do find some peace in the fact that it doesn't seem that rare, sleep paralysis.
It's really not rare. They say everyone's going to experience it. Some people do.
Apparently you can like induce it or something. Like when you wake up in the morning, if your alarm goes off, if you somehow have the control to get like back in bed and like get your body in the same position and start deep breathing again, you can trick your body into going back asleep, but your brain stays awake. So I guess it's possible. I read some like article or something about it, and they're saying like, yeah, American presidents would do this to like so they could rest their bodies while they still think, and so they can plan.
That's
artists do it.
That's bull.
Well, someone have to fill in. I know they're into like lucid dreaming and shit and all this kind of.
Have you ever lucid dreamt?
Though I went through a phase of trying to induce it, but I'd just fall asleep before anything happened.
It becomes frustrating because you're meant to like lie perfectly still and stuff. Pretty much meditate.
Effectively, yeah.
You know what? I had a weird fucking sleep thing the other day. I've told you about this, but it was one morning and I went to bed really late, like 12. So on a weekday, it's pretty late. But it was like in my mind before I went to bed, it was like, got to get up a little earlier to get petrol so I'm not late for work. So for some reason I got out of bed at 2:44. Went to my sink and started brushing my teeth and flossing my teeth at 2:44 because for some reason I thought it was like 7:30. But I remember it because it was like I was doing it, but I had no control over myself. But my brain was just like doing it shit.
Autopilot.
Yeah, it was like weird sleepwalking, and it was really bizarre. Because I remember after like finishing cleaning my teeth, flossing my teeth, I was like, I suddenly just came back. I connected back into my body. It's like when you lag out of an Apex match, which happens a lot now, and you come back and you're like halfway across the map being pushed in. It was like that. I just joined in and was just like, oh fuck, what am I doing? Then went back to bed. Really fucking bizarre.
Yeah, that almost sounds a bit like what that comment said about
it.
But I'm pretty sure I started doing it again at 4. So 2 hours later, I started doing the same thing.
Damn, you're ready to get up that day.
Yeah, but we all know my sleep is a bit dodgy, so...
Have you experienced that thing where, like, after you've woken up, time just feels totally different? Like, so much faster?
Yeah, no, because I try to get up like 7, and it's like my alarm clock's at like 10 past. So I'll be up at 7, I'll look at my phone at 7, and I like breathe for 2 seconds, it's like 6. It's like...
Yeah.
It's weird.
If you're on your phone scrolling and, like, reading shit on Twitter or Instagram, like, the... tens of minutes can just go by when you do that first thing in the morning.
Yeah. But then I do that at work.
Yeah, you do it at work or you do it sat at your desk because you're bored or whatever.
And it just takes fucking...
It feels like you're looking at it for 20 minutes and you've been looking at it for 2. It's really bizarre. I notice it the most when I play a song I'm really familiar with. And the actual like
that
timing of the song feels different.
Yeah, I've experienced that before and always been confused. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's a really bizarre
the tempo
sensation.
sound different today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And then you drink a coffee, listen to it again, and it's back to normal. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, I guess I'd never considered anyone else who experienced that. So, yeah. Well,
fucked up, man.
There was another topic that was brought up, that being spider season at the moment, and we were curious about those that live in Australia who have huntsman spiders that are quite big.
Quite.
Well, yeah, they're giant. Compared to anything here, at least, they're gargantuan. But we were curious as to if like dogs ate them and stuff like that, pets. Yeah. Jacob chimed in. Australian chiming in. Huntsmen are great to have around. They kill all the more dangerous Aussie spiders and other gross insects. I genuinely attach human characteristics to huntsmen and feel bad when people swat them. Way more scared of cockroaches, which huntsmen take care of. So they're my boys, really. And I'm sure most other Australians would relate, except for the arachnophobes, which we really don't have too many of, because we're educated from a young age to respect spiders and to keep our distance from them, probably because of how many dangerous ones we have.
I wouldn't be able to do normal things if I knew there was one just there, you know. So I can't just leave that there.
Not even if it was just there. Like, I think if there was a huntsman in this house, I could not be settled. I couldn't do anything. I'd have to deal with it.
See, I would be more bothered knowing there's a black widow in the house, because the propensity for harm is way higher.
Yeah.
Whereas the huntsman, what's the worst it's going to do? Like, scare you, I guess.
It's visually fucking terrifying as a thing. I feel wrong just looking at it.
Yeah, I can't handle seeing them in pictures and videos.
I haven't seen one in a while. I might have to jog my memory.
Dude. Let me read this one from Robert Bertoni on the same subject. As an Australian, I've not seen a pet eating a huntsman. However, before I was born, when my brother was still a toddler, he ate a human spider alive.
A human spider?
Can't read today. He ate a huntsman spider alive that was crawling around the pantry while Mum was emptying the dishwasher. He managed to consume half of the spider and the other half hung out of his mouth and was promptly removed by my mother after she was concerned about the crunching sound she heard behind her.
No, this is fucking bullshit. This is like a 4chan green text story. I'm not believing this.
But then edit, yes, huntsmen can move quickly if provoked, but it's usually in the other direction so the nightmare doesn't last too long. So they just want to get away from you.
No. I'm not dealing with them.
They're actually one of the main reasons I could never live there. I cannot live in Australia.
Huntsman's alone?
Yeah. Huntsman's alone, let alone...
I'd be more scared of the snakes, I think.
Yeah, snakes. The giant birds that, like, cut your head off and shit.
Cut your head off?
Yeah. No, Australia just is not a place for me.
I don't think I could ever go back there to even visit.
What, because of the spiders?
Yeah.
It'd just be on your mind?
Yeah, no, it would be. Like, no, I've been there as a child, and it is a gorgeous country, and it's so incredible. But like, as an adult who has intelligence, I can't. It'll be on my mind too much.
Because we went there as kids.
Yeah.
And we saw like a black widow when we were there. But yeah, I don't think I even knew what a huntsman like properly was, to be honest.
No, I had no idea. I think if I had known, it would have been chaos. If this story is true about the kid eating the huntsman, that would indicate that a fear of spiders isn't like inherent.
Innate.
It's learned.
Really,
but I'd also say that Australians are a different breed. Then they're different, you know.
They're programmed different.
Yeah. And so obviously, like, they're gonna just.
There was.
crunch down.
I didn't screen cap it, but there was a comment saying like all things considered, America might actually have more dangerous wild animals.
Yeah, because of bears and
wolves, and like the big cats and everything.
Yeah.
And to be honest,
and
less scary though.
I don't know, but like Florida, for example, Florida might be worse in terms of that stuff. The big cats and the like alligators and everything.
Yeah, gators. But I mean, Australia's got crocodiles.
We've broken one of our walls.
But it's the bear angle for me. It's the bear and the big cat thing.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm more scared of spiders.
The thing with that is that like, you can't leave a window open and then a bear's just.
No, that's not fucking true.
Yeah,
that's not fucking true. I've seen so many videos where it's just like, they go to their car, they just put something in, they go quickly inside and there's a fucking bear just in the car now. Or just in their swimming pool. It's like, those bears.
No, that's different. If your door is locked, I don't think a bear's getting in the house. Like, think about this house for example, or if you're listening, think about your house. If you leave a window open, a grizzly bear can't fit through your window. Whereas spiders, it's no cat.
Wasn't one of the Paul brothers, one of their dogs was like eaten by
the Paul brothers?
Yeah, you know those YouTubers.
The Pauls.
Oh, the Pauls.
The fighters.
Right, yeah.
The really bad fighters.
Yeah,
Let's
probably.
make it clear.
In California, that is just a thing, isn't it? Like, don't leave your dog outside alone because a cat's gonna get it.
Yeah,
it's like the wrong way round.
And there was actually another comment I saw that said that their cat likes to eat huntsmen. So
their cat.
Yeah.
You see, I wish Billy was like that. I wish she dealt with spiders, but she doesn't.
I reckon she would a huntsman. I think they're big enough where she'd bother.
And
no, that's a good point.
If they can run fast away from you, she'll just be like, that's it.
That's exactly what a
You're
cat
dead.
would.
Yeah. But I've seen her mess with spiders in this country. She just sits next to them and just like smacks them around. But they're like...
Because they're just a boring blight to her.
They don't, no, because spiders don't scream.
Yeah,
that's true.
Spiders don't show pain like rats do and birds do.
Yeah.
Billy would be the best. Send Billy to America and let her just fucking just exterminate the huntsman.
Australia.
Wait, what did I say?
America.
Send
it to America as well.
Deal with bears.
The America topic wasn't even the most controversial thing brought up last episode. That being, I made the mistake of bringing up Greg's, right?
That's it.
I just complete sidelined the conversation to bring up Greg's and slam Greg's. And
it went down like a fucking lead balloon.
Yeah, I guess I was banking on one of you guys like defending it or something. James just helped me.
By saying one of us, you meant you were hoping I would defend Greg's. Because I'm the only one of us who would defend Greg's.
Yeah, I wouldn't defend Greg's.
Okay. But yeah, there was some feedback from it, like a dog from computer games. You guys just don't understand the point of Greg's. It's like a Starbucks or Costa kind of shop that also sells Tesco meal deals. You're not meant to sit down for a meal with your family. You pop in before work or at lunch to grab a quick, cheap coffee and food.
See,
don't tell us what we do and don't understand.
No, but in saying that, I did say in the episode that I've never had like a proper Greg's. I've only had one thing from there, and it was like the tuna.
But you're saying that's
baguette.
Like the purpose of it. It's a meal deal.
Yeah.
No, but I think they mean people mention that it was like you go in, you get a coffee, and you get like a bacon roll, and it's like £2.20. That's like the whole pill. That's why all the traders go there. And
I can see the appeal of that argument.
Just from the price, I can be like, okay, I can understand that. But before we talk any further on this, we have to try it. We have to give Greg's a chance. Because if the coffee's actually like McDonald's level, and the bacon roll or sausage roll is like semi-decent, it's like, I can't complain about that. That's like incredible. But is the thing. And that's what we need to try.
We'll give it a try.
We will.
So I rescind some of my anti-Greg's rhetoric.
I won't take anything back until I've tried it.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
It's shit until it's not shit.
Well, there was actually one other one from Imaginary Age 618 on this topic. Not a suggestion, more of a suggestion that you go and suck your mama after last episode's comments on Greg's. Alex admitted he's never ate this, so the JARCast needs to eat Greg's on a big hangover and have a chicken bake or an orange juice. It's lush. Yes, it's brown and dirty food, but it's so good.
So to be fair, I've actually had a lot of Greg's. Like their baguettes. Like I've had their chicken baguettes. They are quite nice. I do like them a lot. I've had the yum yums. I've had the brownies. I've had the caramel slices. I've had the donuts. I've had their own drinks. Their junk section is pretty good. I like their yum yums. They're fat, they're sloppy, and that's what I love. The caramel slices are fucking thick boys.
See, this is what I was expecting when I brought it up last episode. Now you're bringing it up.
I was a little bit drunk at that point, so I could.
Same.
But it's like, when I want sweet shit, like my go-to's not Greg's. Like they do good junk, but it's not my go-to.
You see, that's my problem with Greg's, is that I don't want anything they have, ever.
Anything you want from there, you can get from elsewhere.
Yes,
better.
Why don't you just get an actual Tesco meal deal?
Okay, what if one is closer than the other?
Well, then I understand. That I can get down with.
No, but we just need to try it. And we're going to try it tomorrow, and we're going to get back to you next week. We're going to have an episode dedicated to how shit Greg's is.
We're going to have Greg himself on the cast to defend his business.
We have one more comment here before we go into the main topic of this episode. Bstripe030. When you guys mentioned the daddy longlegs having wings and a tube-like body during the wasp attack conversation, my American brain was confused because in the States, daddy longlegs to us are spindly cellar spiders with tiny abdomens and freakishly long legs. I researched daddy longlegs with wings to see if the abdomen that was brought up was real. Abomination that was brought up was real. And it turns out you guys were referring to a crane fly, which we also have in America, but we refer to it by its actual name. Does this mean that in England, in turn, simply refer to what daddy longlegs are to us as cellar spiders?
They're just daddy longlegs.
Don't they call them harvest spiders, those ones?
Yeah, but I don't know if this is an American Britain thing. Because I had an argument at work with someone about... Because they called a daddy longlegs... What is a daddy longlegs to me? They called it a crane fly. And I was like, what?
Wait, they called a spider a crane fly?
They called
a daddy longlegs to you...
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. They called our daddy longlegs an American crane fly.
Yeah, but that suggests to me that it's not an Americanism. It's just like there are two kinds of people in this world.
It's one of the scone type things.
Yeah.
And the answer is daddy longlegs.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. Daddy longlegs suits harvest spiders better than crane flies.
See, for me, why it suits crane flies is because the long leg part of it is so, like, why do they even need legs, you know? They, like, barely use them.
Yeah, they don't really use them at all. They don't.
When they
around.
land, I guess.
They don't, like, walk, though. They just fly. They just stop.
Yeah, you're right. They
never walk.
They can walk.
Yeah, I don't think they know how to walk. They're all like
the worst bug.
Yeah, they're the worst. Even when, like, at night time, I can understand bugs getting confused because in nature there wasn't meant to be lights all over the place at night. But in the daytime, like, why are they just smacking into stuff? Why can they not fly in a straight line?
Just the fact I've never seen one walk.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've seen one walk.
No, you haven't. You ain't seen one walk.
I have. They don't.
They're
walk
either flying or they land.
Or they walk along the floor.
No, they never walk.
Always still.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen it, bro. You haven't seen.
I don't think they can do it.
I don't think they can.
And I don't know if it's true or not, or if it's just one of those, like, fake pub facts that, like,
that they're, like,
stuck.
really venomous.
Yeah, that they have, like, a
bullshit.
venom or something.
It is total bullshit. I think it's like a biblical tale.
Yeah.
That God gave them, like, the most powerful
venom. It's one of those, like, ironic stories.
Yeah.
As a punishment for them. Okay, I can appreciate the storytelling there.
What do they eat? What do they do?
They don't eat. They just fly around, die.
Yeah, they just fly around, mate, die.
What's their purpose?
Mate.
Yeah, aren't they like worms and then they, like, fly around as crane flies for a few days?
They're no different from humans.
They're a bit different.
Well, no, because their job is to mate, our job is to mate. There's, like...
No, but, like, there's an ecosystem to everything. Everything has if it exists, there's, like, a purpose to it.
Yeah, mate.
Is their only purpose to, like, feed birds in a certain time of
year?
And
wasps.
Yeah.
They're fulfilling their job then.
Awful creature.
If their job is to get eaten and they're getting eaten, they're the most, like, productive thing in existence.
Well, speaking of horrible fucking parasitic insects, Illumination have they've dropped some huge news we've been waiting for. It's yet another fucking example of this happening where I wake up in the morning. What's transpired? And there's that picture of fucking Chris Pratt, and it's like the tag saying Mario. And you're like, this must be like a joke. And of course, it's like a meme format now. And I saw one that was like, it was like a portrait of Kevin Spacey with the like tag saying Yoshi. And it was like, God, they've gone too far this time. But yeah, they've cast the Mario movie by the Minion people. I'll go through the main cast. Chris Pratt is Mario. Anya Taylor-Joy is Peach. Charlie Day is Luigi. Jack Black is Bowser. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad. And Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
See, this thing is, Danny DeVito should have been Mario. Then you'd have the two. Then that would have been fucking good.
I can't even argue with that.
Yeah.
If you're going to make a Mario movie, you need Danny DeVito to be the guy.
And this is the thing, right? Danny DeVito also he's got a great animation voice.
Yeah.
He's got a classic voice.
Yeah, like, is Chris Pratt going to do an Italian accent?
The Chris Pratt thing is the thing that really stands out the most, and that I just don't understand. It's like, why? Why Chris Pratt?
What's he been in to be this type of Hollywood guy, besides Guardians
Lego
of the
movie.
Galaxy? Is that it? Is that what propelled him?
What propelled him was Parks and Rec, I guess, then Guardians.
And
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is a big one. But he was in that Middle East fight movie.
Oh yeah, and he's got like a little bit in Her as well. He's in the odd alright movie, I guess, but it's just bizarre casting. Casting of this nature, where you try and picture the voice, like, yeah, is he gonna be Emmett from a Lego movie, or is he gonna be doing like an impression of Mario from the games?
I saw loads of people defending it though, saying, if they'd have got the original guy for the whole movie, it would just be annoying.
He's he's a professional voice actor. Why?
But
would
also,
it be annoying?
maybe you shouldn't make a fucking Mario movie if you think the main character with his actual voice is going to be annoying for the whole thing.
Yeah, that's kind of highlighting a bit of an issue.
Yeah, a huge fucking issue. This character was designed to not ever have a movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was designed as like a pixelated little thing that jumps.
Yeah, well, didn't his like visual design come after like what the pixels like allowed in the space?
Yeah.
But yeah, either which way, that casting is particularly weird because Charlie Day is Luigi. I, for some reason, I don't mind that.
It makes sense. He's got like the right.
That's
vocal
casting that makes
tone.
sense to me. Like I can see some logic to that. Whereas the Chris Pratt one, the only logic is huge trending actor. Everyone knows he's like a big name that people will go and see at the cinema.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is skyrocketing to be like, oh, he's in this, so it's gonna be like a lame just
like Tomorrow War kind of shit. Yeah, fucking garbage. And the Jurassic Park shit as well. It's like trash action shit. How do you feel about Jack Black as Bowser?
That kind of works. I think that could be good. Well, I think Jack Black is talented.
I like Jack Black.
He should be Bowser Jr.
Yeah. Or Toad.
No, I think Toad is correct as Key.
Do you think so? I don't.
Really?
Toad to me is such a shrill like character. I don't understand.
I think he can do that.
Chris
if he's
Pratt
doing like a cool voice,
should have been Toad.
Who?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt should just not have been in the movie.
The Bowser one is weird. I imagine like deeper, like a deeper voice.
Way
for
deeper.
Because I'm picturing the visual design of Bowser with like
Jack Black's voice.
Jack Black's voice, like Poe from Kung Fu Panda. He's better for a Poe type character, like a naive, like kind of goofy.
I think it could have been worse. There could be The Rock. There could be...
I don't know. I think Chris Pratt is sort of The Rock level for me at this point.
He's getting there, but he's actually been in way more good stuff.
I can respect Chris Pratt for that, and like I actually do like him in some things.
To be honest, if they chose Chris Pratt, I think they only got Chris Pratt because they couldn't get Ryan Reynolds.
No, they already used him for Pikachu.
That's always the other way around as well. If you can't
He's
get
already
Chris
been
Pratt, then you
Pikachu.
get Ryan Reynolds.
How do you feel about Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong?
Don't talk to me about Seth Rogen.
I just find a lot of these characters having voices is going to be weird. Like when I think of Donkey Kong talking with the, like, ain't you some kind of monkey? Like, weird video.
Yeah, they should have got that guy back.
Yeah.
That would have been sick. And then he has like a whole song. That would be awesome. No, yeah, you're totally right. Any of these characters speaking for any period of time is wrong.
And I saw like of course it just exploded into like arguments online and everything. I saw arguments of people being like, oh, people judged the Sonic movie really harshly before it came out, and look how that turned out. So okay, I guess we're just on like different playing fields, like for what we want out of this shit.
Well, what I want is nothing. Just give me nothing. If this is the option, this or nothing.
I'll take nothing.
I'll take nothing every day of the week.
Well, you telling me the same guys who made The Grinch with the Tyler Creator song?
Yeah, if Tyler the Creator gets a sick Mario beat, then maybe it'll be worth it.
Fuck me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that trailer that's going to drop and get fucking 50 million views in one night. And
But I question, the majority of people who are going to watch this movie would have never played a Mario game.
I don't know, dude.
It's all going to be
big.
no, but it's all going to be like boomers of their kids. The kids are going to want to watch it because it's Mario, but the boomers.
Mario's like Mickey Mouse level.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows who Mario is.
Yeah, of course,
I think it's going to attract everyone.
including us.
We'll have the.
Well, yeah.
Like, we can't complain. We're feeding this machine.
Well, here's the weird thing about it though. Is like unlike Sonic, it's an IP I actually care about.
Yeah.
But it's being made by a studio I maybe dislike the most.
Out of any studio ever.
Not ever. It's just up there in terms of, the studio that represents like some of the worst movies of this ilk being made.
Yeah, 100% agree.
But the only question is, will it be better than Free Guy?
Yes.
Yeah, it will be.
I'm confident it'll be better.
I
than
think
Free
it
Guy.
will be better.
Unless it just evolves into like references to
To other-
Nintendo shit, which
yeah.
it could do.
Yeah, what if they're going for like a cinematic universe where the end game is Smash Bros?
No, yeah, the end game would be Smash Bros, but first they do like the Sonic Mario movie, and they gotta do like all that stuff.
No.
Sonic Mario, have a Zelda movie, have a Samus movie.
That already exists. It's called Lord of the Wings.
Yeah, if this movie like explodes in
Which
terms
it will.
of how popular
It will.
Yeah, surely.
and it's gonna
be
be
really well.
like, there's no way.
It's Mario and Illumination. It's like you can't get bigger.
Yeah, that advertising power, that money, that budget, like it's gonna open the floodgates even more. I'm telling you, the video game movie onslaught is only just beginning, my friends.
This is the gapening.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Quick side note before we go into the mid-break. Have you seen Charlie Day without a beard?
I haven't.
Ever. Have you ever seen an image of him with no beard?
No.
It is fucking weird.
Does it look wrong?
He looks like a hunk. He looks like really handsome.
Really?
It's really bizarre. Because he looks like a soft, funny comedy man with a beard.
She's a hunky fucking. Oh. Let me have a quick look.
What was it, like a recent picture you saw? Or the fuck?
It's wild.
Oh yeah,
He looks like an action hero or something.
He kind of looks like the Mr. Robot actor.
Yeah.
Christian Slater. Yeah, you're right. That is weird.
He's like really handsome.
Yeah, he's just like a traditional pretty boy type.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah,
Because
so he must have figured out that the beard was essential to the comedy. Otherwise, he's just too hot.
Yeah. Because I was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and there's an episode where he like does the famous thing from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Where he puts shaving or post-shave balm on his face or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, he hasn't shaved. Wait, I've never seen him shave. So I googled it and I was like, what the fuck?
You've discovered the secret.
Yeah, this guy could be like Tom Cruise too.
Tom Cruise too.
He looks much older with the beard. It completely like ages him quite well.
It just totally changes his face. That's what beards have the power to do.
That's the thing. I think you get a beard when you. I'm trying to find out what the right word is to say. Like, I looked better with a beard. I look terrible without one. Charlie Day looks fucking handsome without a beard, so why get a beard?
To be funny, yeah.
Yeah, but he looks like a... I don't know if that's edited or not.
That just looks like him when he was quite young.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's like...
But he has like a particularly sort of unkempt beard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little bit shabby. And it's got to be because his strongest suit is humour.
Mm-hmm.
And no one likes laughing with a guy that's hotter than them.
Yeah, exactly. It's why we
hate Ryan Reynolds so much.
Why we hate Chris Pratt. Much funnier when he was really fat.
Yeah. And he's equally as funny now, but we just hate him because we're jealous of him.
100%. You've got it bang on there. I got to say, I'm pretty disappointed Kevin Hart couldn't have made it in here.
I'm glad he didn't.
He should have been Toad.
You're right. He already sounds like Toad.
Yeah, he was born to be Toad.
Yeah, all the short jokes as well that he makes.
Yep.
The one joke he has, it's like there. It's all written in stone. He'll cameo as one or something. Because he's already in the...
He'll be...
he's the rabbit.
He'll be Captain Toad.
Yeah, for the spin-off movie.
Yeah, there you go. We fixed it.
See you after these messages.
Stop! Alex, this is it. I'm going to cancel you if you don't stop now. Please, stop. You're scaring them, Alex. You're scaring them.
It makes my lips look so strange. It's just becoming the troll face. Ooh. Welcome to the second porty eye moment.
Boosey eye.
You mean boosey eye?
Sorry, yeah. Boosey eye moment. Where we answer questions from the Jar Media subreddit. Leave your own questions there if you want us to answer just any random nonsense you can think of, like Big Lad Luke did. He's going to start us off. What are your biggest annoyances in regards to your own body? Mine has to be those times when your balls are just in the way, in every position, whenever you want to sleep, or when your nose constantly runs so you keep having to get up to blow it. I find these really annoying when I'm trying to relax.
Okay, regarding his ball situation, do you wear loose or tight underwear?
He's talking about sleeping.
Yeah, no, because if
he might not be wearing underwear when he's sleeping.
If I try to sleep in like loose underwear, my testicles are a problem. So I have to wear tight underwear to keep them in place.
Tighty whities?
No, not tighty whities.
Do you own any tighty whities?
No.
Do you?
James wears tighty whities.
Yeah, I do. I fucking totally do.
It's falling apart there, bro. What the fuck?
Don't pull my underwear. Don't.
Did you ask me if I wear tighty whities?
Oh my god, you fucking made it worse.
Not since I was about 3 years old.
It's like a glory hole.
They're the worst designed thing.
Yeah. Why torture like your children and buy them for them?
Why torture yourself if you wear them? Like no comfort to be had. But I don't know, James, answer this question.
Regarding like weird things about body, it's like hair. I don't like the fact that I'm just stupidly hairy.
You don't like shaving and everything?
No, I don't.
My biggest annoyance with James's body is how much he fucking farts.
Yeah, his stench.
You're not representing me in a good light now, are you?
No, I just think it's ironic considering you busting Argy's balls for farting all day long, and then you start this.
Argy doesn't have balls to bust.
True.
Yeah, he lost those bad boys. You can't bully me for my stank because it's just the result of protein. I can't help it. My body needs to get used to it. Okay,
right?
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't actually stink. It's all noise and no go.
Today, thank God.
Yeah,
Touch wood.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Touch wood stays that way.
Yeah, my least favourite thing about James's body is... I don't like how good he looks. It makes me feel
Jim, you're going to give me a
worse.
complex. Stop. No, actually, no. On a serious note, I don't understand why I have such huge feet. Don't worry, it's just the apocalypse, bro. Forget about it. No. Honestly, they're too fucking big. You do not realise the amount of times these cause inconveniences in my life. Walk through any door and it's just like my fucking land anchors knock the other door, so I'm like kicking doors constantly because they're too fucking big.
Wait, you open the door and you kick another door.
No, it's just like, no, because
What are you talking about?
You know, in certain office buildings there'll be like a door, because every door fucking frame in an office building is not as bigger than a door, so they have that half door that's locked in place.
Oh, horse. Just say
like
horse door.
Yeah,
I
horse
understand
door.
that.
Okay, if it's called a horse door, I've never heard it like that, okay? It's a horse door, and it's like, I pull open the door to get through, and then my land anchor feet fucking knock the other door. And it's like, I cause a scene because my fucking huge feet. And buying shoes is a fucking nightmare.
Should we get you some clown shoes?
Yeah. Get me some clown shoes. Get me a clown fucking wig as well.
I don't like my giant puffy nipples.
The Bolton nips.
Yeah. Yeah, something... I don't know if it's like a Kiwi thing.
Kiwi thing.
Yeah, maybe everyone in New Zealand's just got fucking...
It's just
ridiculous. Yeah. It's just like, if you're born beneath the equator, then you got fat fucking nips.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually... If we're actually going to be serious now, for fucking real, we're going to be serious.
I am being serious.
My genuine, like, blood vessel in my nose that bleeds all the time. Like, I can't do anything because it just bleeds. That's a genuine
No,
inconvenience.
you should be thankful for that.
Why?
It can get you out of anything.
Yeah, true.
Any situation. If you know how to cause it.
Yeah, what's like a minor thing that causes it?
Blowing your nose?
Yeah, if I
Then
get
just
a cold,
pretend to sniffle for a bit. And then go and blow your nose out of any situation. Sorry, I just have to blow my nose a second. Blow nose, blood fucking everywhere.
No, but yeah, that's a positive. That's like a net positive. But at the same time, it's like I've got really bad diarrhea, just trying to shit, and it's like, oh no, here comes the nose now. Or I'm like doing
so that's one of the triggers. Diarrhea.
No, because it's just like when you're concentrating, like. I wouldn't say diarrhea, like constipation when you're trying to really shit and get shit out. It's like, because I'm pushing so hard, it comes out with my nose.
For the record, you should never push.
I don't try to push, but sometimes you just gotta, bro.
No, this is something more people should know. When you take a shit, like, you should never rush that. Because rushing it makes
I've
it
got
worse.
to rush it. I can't spend like 40 minutes in the toilet at work. I just gotta fucking get it out, and that's what I try to do.
Eat more broccoli.
Bro,
Get some fibre
I'm
in there.
healthy. I eat a lot of fibre. Fiber's a constant.
Name 3.
Cashews. Loads of fibre in that. Almonds.
Okay, they're both nuts.
And they're both full of fibre.
You named 2.
But I don't know anymore.
Prune juice?
No, but then you've also got to consider, it's like when you're doing something like, I don't know, like you're doing something serious. I'm working under a car trying to get a dodgy bowl. Oh no, nosebleed.
What about when you work out?
I haven't had it yet. I've had like a little dribble of one, but not an actual proper nosebleed. But then it's just like, you want to be intimate. Oh no, I've got a nosebleed. Inconvenient.
You need, like, a peg that holds it down.
No, you don't
Or
do
wear
that.
a bag.
I can't be bothered to do that. Fuck that. I just fucking do that, or stick something up it, and because that's just how I continue doing things.
It's a shame you're
Just
not one of
fucking-
those people that can just stick their tongue like way up their nose. Just hold it there.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of tongue control, James?
Can you do the...
Yeah.
I can't do that, but I guess I do have
Can
a
you
lot.
turn your tongue upside down?
No.
You can't. Can you?
No.
Have you ever done that thing? If you can turn your tongue upside down and then touch the bottom of your tongue while it's facing up.
Yeah, like the nerves are inverted or some weird shit.
Yeah, your brain like feels it on the wrong side of your tongue. It's very strange.
I have tongue control, I guess.
Okay.
Jesus.
Dicks have been sucking.
I guess my answer would be my nose. Similar to James's. It's definitely getting worse.
Oh, and my eye.
Mm-hmm.
And my ankle. And my knees. The majority of my body.
Yeah, it's definitely getting worse. And I think it's like changing my voice or something.
To be more nasally.
I don't know.
You generally need to get that looked at. Fuck NHS. You need to go to private health insurance and get it sorted. Because with that, it's like it can kill you in your sleep.
Sleep apnea.
It kills you, bro. You need to get it sorted. Don't fuck around. Fuck around.
If I die on this one, just blame the NHS, okay?
If what?
If he
suddenly
dies.
die from this.
If you die from a deviated septum, I'd actually fucking go to hell and beat the shit out of you for that, because that would be fucking bullshit.
Fucking pathetic fucking ass death.
Yeah, it's quite annoying.
You know, we've got the wall where if one of us dies, the cast ends. If you die from that, we're continuing the cast.
Yeah, that's the one asterisk. Unless it's from the deviated septum thing.
Yeah. Or my puffy nipples.
Or a nosebleed that doesn't end.
Yeah, I saw like a comment on something. I can't remember if it was Jar or not. But it was like, yeah, I like this show, but I just can't stand the voice he does for the thing.
For the thing?
Yeah.
What?
So I was just reading, like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah, but he said this might not be on a cast, it might be on something else. What
was something with me in?
Okay, or something with you in. Oh no, I think it was.
No, they were talking about my voice.
Okay, because I thought if it was a random video,
implying that I like put on a voice when I'm recording, like it's not my voice.
But in saying that, what is somebody's voice? Everyone changes their voice.
Yeah, and also like the way I'll sound in this room recording will be different to if it's like an IHG video. It's just like me by myself. Like it's quite weird, but
people just don't understand that. Their brain can't process the fact that different.
And there are people that like watch a video from like 2016, and then they'll watch a video from now and be like, "What?
Why is his
voice sound so different?"
No, this is something.
It's fucking like 19, man.
You don't realize how much your voice changes.
Yeah.
Apparently, your voice is actually like impacted by your life. Like,
You think? Like, okay, you're gonna have to elaborate into this because now I'm curious.
I don't know how to explain. It's like because we have similar voices, but I feel like as we get older, our voices are sort of going in two different directions.
No, I think it's
like
more
the same seed growing into different.
I just think it's more the older you get and the more you use your voice, the more refined you make it. You're perfecting your own voice.
It's not so much that. It's like it's becoming more of a representation of you
as a person.
Yeah.
Your history, your life story.
Yeah.
Do you think my voice has changed over from like when we were teenagers?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
See, I don't get that because like when I listen to like when we're editing the cast, I think I sound ridiculous. I hate my voice, but I know that that's like a normal thing for anyone who listens to their voice.
Yeah, that's always like a thing early on until you just don't care anymore.
I still care.
Yeah, but that's because you've only recently been editing and hearing the sound of your own voice, which is weird to get used to.
But I find when
I hear my voice, it's way higher than I think it is.
Yeah, it's the same thing. And I find that with my moods and like my hyperactivity, it like changes how my voice is.
Mm-hmm.
If like I'm really hyperactive, I'm a lot more high pitch. And if I'm like calm, a lot deeper. It like depends on my mood.
It also depends on how familiar you are with the person you're talking to. Because I find when I'm talking to someone like I don't know at all, it will be
deep,
much higher.
No, you're deeper. I've listened to you to talk to random people and you're quite deep. But then you talk to me and it's just like you're high as fuck.
Particularly on the phone. If I answer a phone call and I don't know the person who's calling, my tone is way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Way higher.
I'm quite deep when I'm on the phone.
It's weird when you notice these sorts of things.
It's a whole world of voices out there, like that Ryan Reynolds movie, The Voices.
It's why I never like talking game chat, because I'll be the little squeaker who's just like chatting shit.
The Squeaker. That's the new Ryan Reynolds, isn't it? The Squeaker? I'll give it 5 years. Let's do this one from Brendan RD. Question for Alex. As someone who's a pretty new Talking Heads fan, who hasn't gotten a chance to see it, how is the True Stories film? Notice you didn't provide a score on Letterboxd. Is it worth watching? I think Jim did see it as well. Problem is, when we watched it, it was like 3 a.m. and we were like really inebriated by that point.
Yeah.
So it's only sort of vague imagery I remember. To be frank, I enjoyed what I saw of it. It was very experimental and strange from what I remember, but in a good way. What I like from David Burton. So
it was quite funny from memory.
Yeah, funny and sort of sarcastic.
But yeah, like you said,
yeah, that's why I didn't give it a rating or anything. I just knew I liked it, but like beyond that, my thoughts pretty poisoned.
That's a good word. That's a good word to use.
Mm-hmm.
You see, my thoughts on Rocky were poisoned.
Yeah, because that was the
same
night after
the same trip. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
whereas I couldn't that time. I couldn't for that one.
You missed out. Rocky is...
I did miss out, but there's just a tiredness thing. I can't not sleep for 2 days. I can't. I can't.
Bro, welcome to my world.
Man. Actually, no, we won't do that one. Eris MSX says, just wanted to mention from the last cast about the Tesla Plaid. James mentioned that the Tesla could go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, but it's actually scarier. It will actually go in 1.9 seconds, making it the fastest accelerating production car in the world. For reference, the Bugatti Veyron, one of the most expensive and powerful hypercars in the world, will go in 2.5. The fact that relatively normal people will be able to buy this car for a 20th of the price of a Veyron is absolutely terrifying.
I did. Weird. No, it's weird because you've been watching stuff about this today. I have, and we were just talking about it earlier. Weird coincidence that I started looking up just stuff about the Plaid. And yeah, I underestimated the actual speed of it. I think it can't do 1.9, but it's on the very low 2s. Because I think there's a whole video explaining that it's physically impossible to do it like 1.9.
Yeah,
but
it's still
like 2.5 minimum, and that is fucking scary.
Yeah, I watched like a review. It was like a car channel guy. Who was he did a good review of it, a fair one. He wasn't like fanboying it just because it's like new technology or whatever. He was like critical of it and stuff. But when he gets to the part where he actually drives it and he's like, now to do the part like I've been waiting for, like put the pedal to the metal sort of thing, and like the look on his face, and you see like the way the cars in the background like just become like lines. It's just like, yeah, it's like being on the fucking fastest roller coaster you've ever been on, but it's at your foot, just like,
oh my god.
No, because they've done so many like races of the Plaid against like 1,000 brake horsepower like Mustangs, and it's like there's no competition. There's no competition. And weird that we say about this because I drove an i3 today.
Yeah,
I actually
drove my car for the first time.
I did, and as someone who's coming from like a turbocharged car that has acceleration, has a stupid speed, like you can't compete against it. It's just like easy. You just instant. No matter what you do, it's instant. You're there.
Mm-hmm.
And the i3's not like a particularly sporty electric car, but it's still like if it doesn't,
I've got like an old one now.
It doesn't fuck around. Like it would get smashed by my car because my car is just stupid. But like any normal car, any SUV, it's just the i3 is just so good. And it's like, since driving an electric car, I don't understand the logic of car people.
But you are a car people.
And the future's better. In every single fucking way. If you ask me right now, your car, my car, I'm taking your car.
But that's just pure utilitarian practicality.
Yeah.
You're not the love of the engine and the love of the
No, but it's like
feedback you enjoy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, no matter, even if you love a car and the engine and all that shit, you still got to fucking drive it to work. So why make it terrible for yourself? Buy the easier car. It's the same logic that James May has. The fact that he sold his like Ferrari, it's just like, yeah, it's shit. It's like, I don't get this idea with like car people, this fascination with older cars, because older cars are always shit. My car in 20 years will be fucking shit. Because technology advantage, it always gets better.
My car's still good.
Your car, weird. I don't know why your car's so good, because it generally is.
Yes.
I've driven your car as well. I've driven every car, like all the cars we've have, and it's like, it is. My car's the worst, and it's also the silliest. But I think technology is great, and the future is looking bright. I think the cars that people love now, they're not comparable to electric cars.
It was concerning in this review because I've never really done much research on Teslas before. They've always been more like, I've known they've always had sort of like the best range for electric vehicles, and they've got like gizmos and gadgets other competitors don't have. But they seem to be pushing the whole like future shit to a degree that like I don't know if I can get fully down with. Like, for example, you can't open the glove box without like going on the iPad and like finding the like button to like open the glove.
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of level of dedication to this minimalism thing all through this iPad bullshit.
But the thing I do like about Teslas is I think they've struck the perfect balance between making electric cars look good while still kind of looking futuristic.
Yeah.
Like, you look at these, even your car, I think it's a bit quirky because it's trying to go for this futuristic design.
It's like a pug.
And I just think the Teslas they're great looking. They've perfected the design, and that's great. And that's why I'd want to own a Tesla, because it looks great and it is just convenient.
How long until cars are going to be controlled, like speed-wise? Like, you're driving in a 30 zone, so the car can't go over 30.
There's the only way to like enforce that would be have it so that it, as soon as you reach a certain area, if you like Google Maps, it will just limit. I'm pretty sure we already have that technology. Probably in some countries it's probably a lot more strict. Like, for that type of thing, I can instantly see China doing it instantly. I'm pretty sure they probably already are. But that's the future. There's no getting away from it. They will control, because
like
you
speed zones where you just can't go faster.
Yeah, it's like, how would you fix road crashes? If everyone's doing the same speed, it's like you remove the risk.
The original question in the last week's one was like the fear of these vehicles when they are more widely adopted, and you have that capability of that kind of speed in like a fucking huge vehicle you're driving around.
It would just be limited.
The propensity for damage is like so high.
But also look at the technology of self-driving cars. Like, it's ridiculous how far that stuff has come in just a few years.
Like
20 years down the line, where's that going to be?
The government put speed limits in for a reason. They want you to do that speed, so why wouldn't they literally force it through these systems?
Yeah.
And then that's when...
If people are going to sit in cars that drive themselves anyway,
they can
what difference does it make?
Yeah, it makes no difference at all. Because you're still going to get to your journey as quick.
That's what your car would be doing if it was driving you.
Yeah.
It would be doing the speed limit. So they might as well enforce everyone else to do the same if they're driving cars that have to be driven.
Then that's when it comes into the area where it's like cars like mine that are like old school, no computer.
Yeah, how do you enforce that?
You don't.
That's when it would become illegal.
Yeah, and that's when it's like, proper fucking Fast and Furious shit when you're outrunning the cops in your fucking like
yeah, it'd be like a renaissance of underground
street culture
drivers.
Yeah,
importing your gas.
But also it will be kind of scarier, because like if a cop is behind you
in their...
They will just pull you over. They'll just press a button and they... Oh, that could get
scary
really
potential. Yeah, there's some scary ass ways that like bounces on.
Yeah, I think that would be too far.
Yeah, that's where I think it's too far. Like electric cars, a bit of self-driving, like cruise control shit. That's great. But when it gets to that level, I'm like, I don't have interest in that. I think that's the wrong way to go for humanity to progress in terms of like...
Has it not already been proven that like, if it's good for humanity, isn't actually really a concern for humanity? It's more, is it easy to access and convenient for us to use? That's kind of like more important to us than if it's actually good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's why fast food is the way it is, because it's just convenient and easy.
Yeah.
And we're the fucking sloppy dogs who fucking lap that up every fucking day. No, yeah, I think electric cars are great, and I think a lot of people who have opinions on electric cars should just drive one. Because I've never been an electric car hater, but it's just like driving one, it does change your view. They are fucking good.
I told you, man, that torque will change you.
It's just instant, it's easy. So drive an electric car, and honestly, I would buy one if I could. If they were affordable, I would buy one right now. Without a doubt.
Get a 2015 Nissan Leaf.
Ooh.
I wouldn't get a Leaf though. They're fucking gross.
They do look shite.
Yeah, they do, because it's like they've tried to make a normal car look electric, so it looks shit. But the i3 is a little bit quirky, and I get it.
I remember in my first year of sick form, someone showed up in a brand new Nissan Leaf. They must have just passed their test.
Yikes.
And this would have been like way before
the
adoption of EVs everywhere. So that shit would have been like crazy expensive.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been pretty expensive, but like not any more than like a normal car nowadays, because cars are expensive.
Okay, I've got a couple more here. I want to address this one. Lots of addressing this episode. It just had to be done.
We're controversial, bro.
I have 8753 says, was really strange to hear the boys talk about how no one eats applesauce on its own. Applesauce is a pretty common snack in America.
We can't talk about this. We banned it.
I'm just calling bullshit. No. That's not true.
What do you mean?
That's disgusting.
No, I'm going to say this. This is controversial. You might have to bleep this. But they possibly can't get any lower, but this will make them drop lower. Eating applesauce out of a jar is fucking so disgusting, where it's like we're going from -10 to -20 here. This is the next fucking level.
Is it a texture thing for you?
Who eats fucking applesauce out of a jar?
Here's a hot take. Cooked
gonna get angry
apple sucks.
Fucking no, true.
And that is a texture thing.
No, yeah.
You know what? The flavour, nice. Me like it.
Yeah, that's why you cook it. You cook
baby food.
Apples in something so you get the flavour, and you don't
Cinnamon.
you don't fuck around with the cooked apple. You fuck that off. You have the flavour.
I think that's what it is for me. It's just a psychological link to baby food, because it's also often apple flavour as well.
Because it's healthy.
Or at least, it's just mashed up.
I'm gonna bleep so much of this out.
No, there was on the America topic from last one, there was like a comment from someone who was American. Like, I just find it funny whenever James mentions America, because I just like don't understand what you're saying sometimes. Like this frick thing you brought.
Yeah,
up.
no, that was total horse shit.
Like that.
I was drunk. I don't know what I was on about. We banned America. Let's not stop talking about it.
America.
No, but we haven't banned the topic of you talking about America.
No, but the thing is that people don't realise is I don't give a shit about America. I generally don't really care, because it's just like, why? If I don't like America, why would I care about America? If I think about America...
What do you mean by care about America?
Like, I don't give a shit. Like, whatever America...
In terms of what?
Just America's existence, I don't give a shit.
That's not true. You can like look at your Twitter and see the opposite.
I can't know, but like
you can't say you don't give a shit when you get this furious just at the mention of the United States of America.
See, no, but the thing is, it's just like people need to realise that like Jar and me outside of Jar is like different. I might
not
hate...
when it comes to America.
That's not true.
No, that is true. If anything, you're more extreme off of jar.
Don't say that. No, I've read this comment. I get what they're saying, but it's like I exaggerate my American hatred on jar for comedic effect, and it's not funny.
You do.
Yeah, like
that is just one of your things.
Yeah, I exaggerate shit on jar. It's like it's what the whole thing is. But no, I do get it. Like, I don't know what my arguments are against like America. I don't remember any of them. I was just drunk.
You were angry at the use of frick and like censoring.
Did you watch like a Sammy Classic
Sammy Classic
before we started or something?
No, I don't watch that much like American like YouTube content, but like some of the stuff I have seen, they've done that, and they've like said frick. So that's probably where I got that from. But I know that's not a representation of America or Americans. I was just being dumb. That's kind of the point of jar.
Also, it's not just an American thing.
No.
Like, every country has people that censor themselves when it comes to saying curse words.
What else is there to say about America? Like,
what was the question?
Yeah, what was the question?
Applesauce. No, that is fucking...
That is fucked up.
That is fucked.
What do you mean it's...
No, I would say the same.
I would... snack.
No, I would say
this... Get a jar and go... Boom, and then eat the applesauce.
Yeah, like, or do you make it?
No, surely it's the same as like someone in England going and getting a jar of Marmite and just eating Marmite.
Or butter.
I can understand butter.
I don't know. I can't...
They definitely
That's the only thing comparable to me. Or like mayonnaise. Just like getting a spoon and eating mayonnaise.
I see it different to like that.
How do you see it?
Because applesauce you can eat on its own, and it's like more of a...
No.
An applesauce, like having a spoonful of that is less gross to me than just eating a spoonful of mayonnaise.
I don't think it is less gross. I think it's less gross to eat mayonnaise.
What I would say is I think we're not realizing that like applesauce in America is probably a lot more. It's probably full of a lot more sugar.
It's probably like golden syrup here.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So I think
it's really delicious.
Yeah. If that's the case, because it's like when you talk about foods and like the difference between like Europe and America, it's like the sugar content in America is so extreme where like normal things to us.
How bad is it?
It's bad. Like their cereals are so fucking like they say that it's supposed to have like 30 grams of processed sugar a day. Like a few chunks of their fucking breakfast is like that, without a doubt. Like there's a reason there's an obesity.
Isn't our cereal full of sugar though?
Yeah, cereal's full of sugar, but ours is tame compared to theirs.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. There's a reason why there's an obesity problem in America, because
there's an obesity problem here.
Mm-hmm. But it's worse in America when they're so full of sugar. I can't say for certain I'm not American, but I think you've just got to take food subjects with a grain of salt. I'm being fair to...
We've got to get more extreme on the food subjects. We've got to start putting our foot down a bit more. Fucking applesauce!
No, I agree. That is too far. If you're just eating applesauce, then you're a wrong'un.
But do you think, do people here eat just peanut butter?
Everyone eats just
peanut butter.
See, that's not as weird to me. If you're on like a quick snack, peanut butter is delicious.
That's disgusting.
Peanut butter is delicious.
I've never done it myself.
No, I've never had it. What about Nutella?
Disgusting. I hate
disgusting.
Nutella though. Sorry,
you hate Nutella?
I can't do it.
Do you not like hazelnuts?
I don't like spread. It's a texture thing. It's like thick, gunky spread. It just is wrong.
Do you remember chocolate spread on toast?
That's disgusting.
Thinking about that makes me feel a bit sick.
It's disgusting.
Chocolate
Do you remember
spread.
Fluff?
Oh, no, not Fluff. You guys were obsessed with Fluff.
Yeah.
I had Fluff. Fucking grim. I remember I tracked down like a pot and I had it once on bread and it was like, nah, this is too American.
Surely that is American.
That is American.
Fluff.
Like it's just a jar of fucking sugar that you're spreading on fucking...
Do you remember when you were obsessed with like little marshmallows?
Flumps.
No, little
tiny ones. Like the ones you put in like
mini
hot
marshmallows.
chocolate, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who isn't obsessed with them though?
Me.
They're great.
Here's a hot take. Marshmallows suck.
Nah.
Unless you're having it on a campfire, marshmallows suck.
No, that's See,
No.
as a Briton, as a Britolian, as a United Kingdomer, I've never had marshmallows by a campfire, because in Britain, who has campfires?
We need to start a trash can fire and have.
No,
some
what we need to
marshmallows.
do is we need to go to the woods near the King's Arms on Halloween and have a fire and eat marshmallows.
Only if they're mini ones.
On a stick.
On little cocktail sticks.
Mm.
No, you're wrong about marshmallows.
You are wrong about marshmallows.
Chocolate fish?
No, I'm not. I'm in part agreement with Jamie and part not in agreement. Because
marshmallow on its own sucks.
If I see a pack of mini marshmallows open in the cupboard, I'm putting my hand in and I'm grabbing some. I'm sticking them in my mouth. I'm chewing down on those mini marshmallows.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Big marshmallows, because you get those big marshmallows where it's like soft on the inside, but they have like a sugar hard coating on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking grim.
James wouldn't like marshmallows on a campfire.
Yeah,
no, I do like them because they're warm and they're gooey and they're yummy.
No, but they've got
the outside goes
no,
hard.
but it's different.
like
It's different compared to some big marshmallows. Because we've had, yeah, and that kind of burnt kind of.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That is nice, but like some big marshmallows have this like weird thicker outer coating, and that's disgusting.
No, all marshmallows suck. If you're eating just marshmallow, it sucks. It needs like a chocolate coating, like a chocolate fish.
No, they're almost as good as those white milk bottle Haribos. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which is the worst Haribo.
You know that they suck. You know.
Alex used to eat fucking flumps.
Why would you want to eat a sweet that tastes of milk?
I know, I'm on the side of the milk bottles, but not the fucking marshmallows.
No, I know, but I'm just pointing that out. You don't like them, do you?
The milk bottles?
You just winked at the fucking camera.
you're fucking bullshit.
No, let's say, don't worry, guys. I'm with the milk bottles. They're awesome.
If the Jarlings will agree with me and Jamie here that they're fucking shit.
Yeah, milk bottles are embarrassing.
All the German listeners will agree with me.
All the French listeners are going to ally with us yet again.
Fuck.
Just don't mobilise the fucking like South Americans. Where else do we have like a big audience?
America,
China,
Australians. Don't get the Australians on us though, Alex. Please. They might have huntsman or some shit. I don't know.
Talk goon bags or something.
I seen this like advert. I think it was posted on the Jar like Reddit that was Goons and Nugs. It's a Goons and Nugs event.
Goons and Nugs.
The Cameron Cox has up an ultimate one. Thoughts on bidets? Have you used them before? And do they work? Yeah.
How many times have we brought up the bidet subject? Yes, I took a shit in one. Can we please stop bringing it up?
No, because I've been doing my research. It's time.
You want one, don't you?
I kind of want fucking jet streams of water shot up my asshole.
They don't work like that.
No, you can get these things you install like on just normal toilets.
Yeah.
Just shoot.
Yeah, bougie toilets.
It was actually I watched like an episode of Steve-O's podcast and he had like an ad placement which was like this weird bidet thing you install on your toilet that shoots water up your asshole.
You see,
of course, Steve-O gets
is the
sponsored by that.
I don't like the idea of it being attached to the toilet. Like if I'm shitting into a thing, I don't want it to shoot water up my ass.
No, but it's a separate nozzle. You're not shitting all over the nozzle.
I know. No, but what if you have a particularly explosive event?
Yeah, if it's liquid, it's just going to cover everything no matter what, including
no,
that
me and
nozzle.
James were talking about this recently.
Were we?
Yeah, no, sometimes you're just taking a shit and after the shit comes out, there's an explosion. Because, like... Yeah. No, if your intestines are like a tube, say a wine bottle with a cork in one end.
How did we describe it at the time? It's like the afterburner or the second coming is like...
Yeah, the shit comes out and it releases...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It happens after the first shit though. It's like you do a shit and then it's like you just squeeze a little bit more and it flies out and then there's the afterburn of after it.
Yeah, it's like a shit that's got... It's like gunpowder.
It's got pressurized.
Yeah, it's pressurized. Yeah, it's like a rail gun. It pressurizes. There's all this gas behind this shit, and then suddenly.
Now the railgun thing, yeah.
And it clears out your asshole and all the bits that have been stuck in there. And it all comes out, and it just spreads in the toilet bowl.
It's to thunderous applause. There's fucking...
thunderous applause, that was it.
This is just...
Have you never had this? You've had this. I think so.
I've had the railgun. Yeah, which makes me want a little nozzle to fire water.
No, but
what if the nozzle...
Post railgun, because of the explosion, shrapnel is launched straight into the nozzle.
Yeah, so you just turn it on so it cleans the nozzle, and then shoot.
That's a thing.
It's self-cleaner.
Well, this wasn't said prior.
No, because it's like, obviously it's a normal thing in Japan. The toilets have nozzles.
That's what like kind of won me over to the idea, is seeing all these videos of people like, this one literally fucking eats your ass.
Gotta go want one of those. No, but do you not find it disgusting that us in the West, this isn't a normal thing? That we walk around with some more shitty asses all the time.
Yeah, toilet papery shitty asses. Like we get little bits of toilet paper stuck in your ass.
Like if someone it's like you at work and you do like a fucking, a railgun diarrhea shit. that's not going to be clean throughout the day. You're always going to have like a diarrhea.
No, toilet paper is actually unsanitary as fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I have the baby wipes, man.
Even then, dude, I'm telling you, the only way is to get water fucking blasted into your asshole.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what would be like the funny, but also not funny?
What?
Because obviously that is pressure. It's water white. So you kind of hack it, so it's like a pressure washer. Boom.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the concept.
Yeah, but pressurized.
Your asshole.
Carturing your bum.
Yeah.
We need to try it. Alex, import a toilet from Japan and we can install it in your
Alex was saying about this little device that you just
No, it's not the same. It's not the same when you got buttons and you got heating elements and you can shoot.
Yeah, it does have to be warm.
Yeah,
I don't want fucking. I kind of want ice cold.
No, it's got to feel like a tongue.
What you do? No. You get off your ice cold shower and then you get an ice cold fucking spray up the bum.
That's true. That's a good point. You've got to harden your asshole.
You got to callus it.
Yeah, you got to get that calloused asshole.
Fuck me. Let's end on this one from C Miller 1515. Hey guys, I hope this question doesn't come across as offensive.
Oh no.
But I've been wondering about it ever since the release of Free Guy. As an American, it's not culturally jarring to watch mainstream movies / TV shows, as a lot of it originates from my own country. As British men yourselves, is there a cultural disconnect when watching American content? If so, is it frustrating that a large majority of blockbusters are in fact American, or is it just a big meme? I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on this. Cheers, fellas.
First of all, yes, this is offensive.
This is one of the more offensive comments we've ever got.
Yeah, definitely. No, like we've said countless times before, the UK is just absorbing the culture of America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Including its healthcare system.
Well.
Oops. No.
You've got hair.
Anyway, we agreed no politics, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes to what?
Yes, there is a cultural disconnect. Biggest examples to me, whenever, and it's especially an American sitcom thing, whenever there's like a baseball episode or a basketball episode.
You see, I don't know if that's fair, because if it's like a football episode of something.
That never happens.
Yeah, I guess.
No, but that's like an actual American culture thing that we just don't have in the same way. Baseball, basketball is not the same.
No, but we have football, and we don't resonate with football.
No, but
I don't know if.
we're in a culture where football's normal. you know of Real Madrid, you know of Manchester United, so obviously it's not going to be weird to us because we are just in that culture. Well, we're not in a culture where baseball is normal.
But I don't find it hard to understand when there is an episode about like
it's not that I don't understand. I understand what they're talking about, but I never find it inherently funny, or like I don't engage with it in the same way.
Yeah, like I've never watched a movie about American football.
I watch a lot of like trash American comedies and American movies and stuff, and they do that a lot where like a big sports star is like a cameo or like plays something in the movie, and that's supposed to be like part of the humor, part of the joke. And like I just feel disconnected from that. So
see, in those situations I wouldn't, because I know about these big American like stars,
but like I know who they are. But I like don't get why.
I just think that's a weak joke in anything. I think if the joke is this is a cameo, it's this guy. It's not. That's never funny.
Yeah, I suppose it was funny once. It's kind of been overdone now.
I don't think I ever found it funny.
There was like it was like a thing where reference humor when it was like new and fresh and weird, and like the meta commentary stuff when it was like a new thing.
There is a difference between being meta and just having a guy. Just having
like, oh, it's Harrison Ford in Anchorman 2.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Fuck.
I don't know. Did it pull you out of Free Guy to not be American?
But it's so ingrained into our culture that everyone in the cinema is rooting for Captain America. When we saw like Endgame and shit.
Yeah, was that a thing when like Captain America came out here? I don't remember there being much of a buzz in the UK about Captain America.
Yeah,
like that original
totally
one
wasn't. No.
Yeah. But now.
But then Civil War, it was like
yeah.
Everyone loved that shit.
I would even say the second one, whatever it was called,
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, won over by then. Yeah, I don't know. A bit of this, bit of that.
A bit of this and a bit of that.
I think we're done here, guys.
Don't ever mention America ever again.
Send more questions in about America things.
Yeah, we like questions on America, politics,
religion.